So there's a legitimate hell now. Yes, sir, there is. And you decided Jesus should be the one to come up with the idea. Yes, sir, he's the guy. You know, I'm kind of surprised about that. How come? Well, for one thing, wasn't there a hell already in the Old Testament? Surprisingly, no. Really? It's true. There's not one mention of a place where sinners experience eternal torment in the entire OT. What about Sheol? Sheol? Oh, that's just the Hebrew abode of the dead. Huh. It's mentioned a few times, but the good end up there as well as the wicked. So basically, Sheol is some sort of neutral ground in the afterlife. Exactly. Huh. The more you know. And our ancestors kind of dropped the ball there, if you ask me. Yes, how on earth would Yahweh miss out on an opportunity to add to the compendium of human misery? Beats me, but we're making up for it now. And of all people, it's going to be Jesus who brings the concept to the New Testament. Yes. So that's the other thing. While they weren't great by any means, Jesus seemed to be doing okay with his lessons and his parables and his message of sweetness and light. True. So why would he feel the need to introduce coercion and threats and the fear of eternal damnation? Are you really asking me this, sir? It's a point you make yourself almost every time we meet. Ah, I see. It's because he's realized he's dealing with stupid, ignorant barbarians who live in ancient ass-backwards times. I hate it when you do that, sir, but yes. The brutish troglodytes that populate this stinking armpit of the world do respond best to the whip. Exactly. And we've also realized that the people that we're preaching to are more likely to knuckle under to clerical control if we brainwash them from an early age. Aren't we doing that already, though? Yes, but now we have some new terrifying imagery to really hammer it in there. Oh, gotcha. So while the carrot has its place, we needed a stick too. Makes sense. So, tell me about hell. My favorite description portrays it as a blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth forever. That sounds horrific. Exactly. We're hoping others add to the world building until this place becomes so fantastically, hyperbolically dreadful that people will be nearly incapable of overcoming their morbid fear of it even after they've reached adulthood. What a diabolically clever mind you've been blessed with. Thank you, sir. God is so good. Always. So, now that we've got the threat of eternal punishment on our side, we're going to really start hitting on how the only way to avoid it is to buy in completely with Jesus. Okay. And I mean completely. We will require total commitment and devotion. Wow. It's just gotta be Jesus, Jesus, and more Jesus. We don't want them to so much as fart without thinking of Jesus. Isn't it going to be hard to convince people to follow someone that intensely? Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yep, there's this awesome system that's already set up and everything. They call it the BITE model: behavior, information, thoughts, and emotions. Interesting, and nice that it includes an emotional element. Yeah. When does that factor into the process? When we sever the family bond. Oh my God. Yeah, we're gonna have Jesus tell the people that he didn't come here to bring peace, but a sword. Oh no.
And he's come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her own mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies will be the members of his own household.
Holy crap.
Anyone who loves their father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Jesus Christ. And if you're not worthy of him, you know where you're going. So, yeah. Complete and utter abnegation of yourself and everything you are is all we're asking for here. Total and unconditional surrender. We don't think of it as surrender, really. What else would you call it then? Uh-oh. What? Landru? Pardon me? What the? Who the hell are you? Okay. Nice to meet you, I guess? Do you know this guy? He's been showing up to our meetings lately. Oh yeah? He's spooky as shit, but he has come up with some interesting ideas. Like what? He's the one who suggested the whole surrender to Jesus thing, but he used a different word. And what word was that? You will be absorbed. Absorbed? Yeah, that's the word he used. I don't want to be absorbed, but thank you though.
Your individuality will merge into the unity of good.
Can we not, but say we did?
And in your submergence into the common being of the body, you will find contentment, fulfillment.
No, I'm just gonna do my own thing if that's okay with you.
Experience the absolute good.
All right, this guy's really starting to weird me out.
Shh, he's very sensitive. So,
It is a great sorrow.
now look what you've done. You've upset him. I don't care. You can go now. We've got to finish this meeting.
It shall be done.
Dude, I know. What the hell just happened? Look, we don't know where he came from, but you don't want to mess with that guy. Why not? He looks about as substantial as a meringue. It's not him, but his goons who can f you up. Oh, he's got hired muscle? What are they gonna do? His boys point this lame-ass looking sparkler at you and you fall over dead. Holy crap, have they killed one of the guys? I meant to tell you earlier, Quirinius got smoked. Oh my god. Rest in peace, Q-Man. Never to be forgotten. So, moving on. Yes, please do. Okay, where was I? You were introducing a crap ton of weirdness as far as Jesus goes. Oh yeah, you should lighten things up a bit. Good idea. This one's gotten a little dark, huh? It sure has. Let's see. I have just the parable. Go on. Okay, the parable of the lampstand. All right, let's hear it. So, if you light a lamp, you don't put it under a bowl, right? Obviously not. What would be the point of that? Exactly. For whatever is hidden is meant to be disclosed, and whatever is concealed is meant to be brought out into the open. Ignoring the clumsy redundancy of that phrase for the moment, aren't some things that are hidden for a good reason? I hide dangerous tools and poisonous chemicals from my kids. Oh yeah, not to mention money and valuables so that thieves can't just grab and dash while we're not home. Right, so you should rephrase it so that the parable specifically refers to a light source as something you don't conceal. Because using a blanket statement like that which is hidden should be brought out into the open is patently stupid. Good point. I'll fix it later. Don't forget. I won't. So, what do you think of the parable of the lampstand? What? Was that all there was to it? Pretty much. Wow. Oh, you liked it? No, it sucked. Oh, but at least it wasn't creepy. It was kind of weird today with the hell and the teeth gnashing and that Landru stuff. It's not just me. Remember, this is a group effort, obviously. And truth be told, sir, things might be taking another turn for the bizarre here in the very near future. Really? Why? Well, you remember Larry. Yes, our favorite meth addict and occasional Bible contributor. That's him. He's been hanging around Mark quite a bit. Mark needs to find a better class of friend. They seem to have bonded over some, common interests. Oh boy. And they think some of these interests would make interesting additions to Jesus' persona. Really? I thought Mark was finished with his contribution to this project. He was. So what? Is he just going to tack this new stuff on to the end of his completed book? He's just going to tack this new stuff onto the end of his completed book. Oh, just tacking some new stuff onto the end of a completed book is tight. Yeah. Well, now I gotta ask, just what is it that these two have gotten themselves so excited about? Are you familiar with the concept of thrill seeking? Oh, sure. What, are they into skateboarding? No. Bungee jumping? Not quite. Zip lining? Of course, I have no idea what any of these things are of which you speak, but no. That's too bad. A skateboarding, bungee jumping, ziplining Jesus would be freaking awesome. Maybe so, but Larry and Mark are going in a different direction.